Hey there! So in this video, we're going to show you how to schedule an appointment in the CRM. This one's a little bit more involved, so bear with me. Basically, this appointment feature is designed so that if you were to schedule someone to come in for a test drive, schedule someone to come in and drop off documents, or even schedule yourself as a reminder to do something, this is a way for you to put this in the CRM as an appointment for a given customer. So with that said, let's get started. So this is the main screen of the CRM when you first log into the CRM. I'm going to go in here into my hot leads section, and I'm going to load my favorite customer, Tony Stark. I'm going to click on him, and I'm going to go ahead and schedule an appointment for his visit. So you can see here in the notes here and in the text messages, I have been conversing with Tony. He said he would be coming in tomorrow on June 10th, hopefully to come in and possibly look for an SUV and we can get him in a car. So I'm going to go ahead and put together an appointment for Tony. I'm going to click on that top left appointment button. All these activities are listed in the top left corner. Appointment is the far right purple icon. It'll pop open this calendar. This calendar will now load all the business hours for your location by default. If you want to see your entire day, so from 12 a.m. to 12 p.m., 12 a.m. to like 11:59 p.m., you can click on the show full day, and it'll give you all the times available during that day. So in this case, I want to schedule an appointment for Tony, 10 o'clock, June 10th. So I'm going to click on this arrow icon here. I can also select a date. So I can click on this date and say, June 11th, June 14th, whatever it may be. But in this case, I'm going to go ahead and select June 10th. I spoke to the customer, and he says he wants to come in at 1 o'clock. So I'm going to click June 10th. It'll say Thursday, June 10th here. I'm going to go to this 1 o'clock here, and I'll double-click in that box there. Now, when I double-click in that box, you'll see this other window pop up. So if it happens to pop up behind the screen, just drag this to the left, or you can leave it to the right, whatever is easy. So in this case, I'm going to create an event. For the event, I'm going to say Tony is coming in to drop off documents and fill out application. So here you can see that the time has already been selected. By default, it will schedule this meeting for half an hour. If you think this is going to take a little longer than half an hour, you can go in and make these changes. So he's going to come in at 12, but he's not going to leave until, say, 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock. And so I can just make those changes in there. I just basically click in there and type it in. You have the ability to say this is an all-day event. Obviously, if he's coming in just to drop in documents, that won't be the case. And then you'll also have these repeat options. So the purpose of these could be reminders for you on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis to follow up with your exception leads, or possibly with leads that you haven't contacted in a while. So these are ways that you can just set up a reminder for yourself within the system so that it'll just give you a little kick, a note to say, hey, look, go look at these applications, go look at these leads, and see if you can get these closed. So in this case, I'm just going to say Tony is coming in to drop off documents and fill out an application. I'm going to click Save. And what it's going to do is it's going to create this activity here. This is an appointment activity with the icon, with the calendar. And basically the note or the event title that you put in, that's going to be displayed here. So Tony is coming in to drop off documents and fill out application. Now, there are two ways you'll see this appointment in the system. I mean, obviously, it'll be in the activity screen for the customer, but you'll also see this appointment for the customer on the main screen. So we'll go back to the main screen here. So on the main screen in the CRM, there's an appointment section in the top left. You'll see Tony Stark is here. So here's the task name. Tony is coming in to drop off documents and fill out the application. The scheduled time is June 10th, like we just said, for 1 p.m. And then you'll see here that the outcome is pending you'll have options here for pending, completed, missed, canceled, or rescheduled. And then you'll also have a time to complete. If the customer happens to come by early or something along those lines, you can always just mark it as complete. If in case the customer did not show up, you can hit missed here, and so that'll flag it into the system. This way we can track how often customers miss appointments and how many times they show up. And also if they happen to call ahead of time and cancel or need to reschedule, those are options here that you can select here as well. So that's one location where you can see the appointments. They're, first thing that you see when you load the dashboard screen in the CRM. The other place you can find these is in the calendar option. So in the top border here, you have this home button, contacts, calendar, and notifications. We're going to go ahead and click on calendar. And then calendars will actually load all of the activity associated with all customers assigned to you. So in this case, I had an appointment scheduled for Kim Kardashian. She was dropping off her documents this morning at 10 o'clock. If I click the forward button, I'll see I have two more appointments. One for Tony to come in. He's going to drop off documents and fill out an application. And the other one is I have a task to call Hulk Hogan about his income docs as well. So there are a couple different ways to look at this data, or just the schedule, really. You can look at it by day, by week, by month. So you can easily, look at all of your activities scheduled out. And then you also have the agenda view, which is kind of a listing of all the dates and the times. So different ways to look at this schedule inside the CRM. The idea here is we wanted to make it as easy as possible for you to figure out, what to do next with a given customer and what's on your calendar. So simple as that. And that's how you add and change an appointment, update an appointment in the CRM. So for this case, I'm going to go ahead and say, hey, look, he came in. I'm going to mark him as completed. And so you'll realize that when I hit refresh for this screen, when it loads again, that appointment should disappear. So no longer is Tony Stark coming in. He has already made his appointment. So those are the ways you can clear out these fields inside the CRM. As long as you are marking detail, the outcome in the CRM, so in other words, as long as you're marking it like complete, or you're marking it as missed, or something along those lines, that will help you keep your dashboard organized. If you have a lot of red, that means you got a lot of things that are overdue, and you'll need to follow up and clear those out. All right, simple as that.